Hi, Bunny. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Thank you again for coming on the show.
I'm thanking you and all your listeners to be here.
Thank you. So, let's get straight to the point.
Right.
Bunny Lye Lye, big reggae singer and songwriter. Let us know how you get the name Bunny Lye Lye.
It was given to me by someone, some people who was around me, and they are musicians, and I accept it. I didn't disqualify it, but it was, a few guys which in the business. Maybe you hear about them, Trinity, Dillinger, and Clint Eastwood. That Clint Eastwood is the one that bring me in the business. So that's how I really achieved the name.
And all right, because I was coming into that now. You was born in Jamaica. Where you born and grow?
Born at Kingston, but originally, I really tried through Spanish Town, because there's where I built my music career from, and that was where my parents, a lot of them, was being. So I just go through and just be Bunny Lye Lye.
All right. So that's really what I wanted to ask you. How was life for Bunny Lye Lye before 16? How did you actually? I know in Jamaica there's the music scene and dancehall scene, but how did you manage to get in there in order to meet people like King Tubby and Clint Eastwood?
Well, first of all, it was a gentleman named Boggin was. He lived at a place named March Penwood in Spanish Town, and I was singing in Spanish Town and I had a sound system at the time. And, one day he said to me, if I could come and look for him at a certain place and meet him. And he could, because this business is a connection thing.
Right.
If you're in this business, you have to have a connection or somebody give you a connection.
Right.
So what had happened, I meet him and then he take me to Kingston. Because at the time I was basing back in Spanish Town, so you live in the Spanish Town area. So that's how I get to really enter the music business by him coming to Kingston and meet Clint Eastwood, which we went to a place named Pineland. I don't know if you hear about it. That is out of 6 Mile.
Okay. No, I don't know.
You're going through 6 Mile to 3 Mile. 3 Mile based.
Yeah.
So that's how I get to really enter the music business from that circuit.
All right. So when you meet him now, you meet him at the studio.
Yeah, we meet Clint. No, I meet Clint Eastwood at Pineland, and then after that, he took me up to the studio to King Tubby.
Okay. So when you meet him, he didn't ask you for sing for him or something like that for him to say, all right, may I carry you go to King Tubby?
No, when I went there, I think I didn't even do no audition thing, because what had happened is that at the time I was singing and some very popular songs. Mm-hmm. So I think at the time those men really hear about me, but never hear me sing. So they leave everything in my hand due to what he mean or what him Virgin, Buggin was the one that introduced me to him, tell him.
Yeah.
So when we went to the studio I start to sing from there, so because when you go in those time, when you go to the studio, there's not like nowhere you just can just pay money and go in the studio and do anything.
Right.
Those times you have to go under audition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you're in a group of people and a man say, give me a tune, and you can't come up with it very quickly, then you disappoint the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
So in my when I coming up, I never disappoint nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the time I pay my dues. I produced myself my 2 first songs which I did.
And what were they called?
One of them called Miss Popular, and the next one called Got to Be Sure.
Okay.
So from there now, I just start to record for people.
Mm-hmm.
And Jack Thomas I did for, and Linval Thompson, Tubby's, all of them, most of the big guns, Trinity at the time, because those people named Miracle, they was the top guys at the time.
Right.
So you have to be with the top guys. And I never leave that spot. For my enter music business, I always try to find good friends. Because I remember my old man said, if you push your head in a loose ball, then your name now go call.
All right.
So, I always, because you see, youth and youth who come in music, it's not just entering the game, further on as, the question you asked me about what our enter and thing. But just to add on a few more features on what I'm saying to you, is that you have to really steady your brain and going in this business, because it's a very complicated business, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So when I enter the game, that's I stand up for what I come to defend.
And what is it you come to defend?
Well, at the time I defend the music side, because you see, you grow up as a child and you don't think about what your heading going to be, because mother and father have blessed the child that have his own. So I defend the part that I like, and because it was a time when my parents say I either wanted to be alive, and I I think about it and think, but God blessed me with a different opportunity, and I take it from there and just different way I do now.
Right. Okay, so most of this happened before Saxon get on to you. So
yeah, them things, those things happen before even Saxon time.
Right.
Because I started to sing to make the public know. I started to sing from 1977. Enough guys come in this business, and let's say they come into the business.
All right, so
20 years before even the time when them enter the business. But why you have a talk when you like how me talk to you?
Yeah.
I like to tell you the truth back to all the music business and to all my career.
Right.
Go. Right? So I tell you 1977, because I defend my first record come out 1978. Yeah, man. So
Okay.
I said that.
All right, so tell me something. Before even like them time there when you start produce your own music, or you produce the first 2 tracks yourself,
Right.
you get introduced to King Tubby's. How the money did go? Was artists being paid systematically at the time?
Well, you see, it depends, because at the time, I have producers like now, where you can say to a man, boy, if me sing to you, you have to go give me that. At the time, you have to be skillful, in everything you're doing, asking for the money, knowing what you're doing, and knowing how you're going to get what you're doing, and how you're going to get what you're doing at the time. So, I personally didn't just enter the business as somebody will say, you're just going out, go make music and then ask a man for your money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I go first and then inspect the whole game. So when I went back to my parents now, I could have tell them how the game so, because at that time I about 16.
Right.
Entering a game where these artists with name where you are called already, they are in their age, they're over 20s, and me are 16, that's I enter going in the game. So I make sure study that part of the game first before I even turn my head to a different point. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that's how I did my business. And money at the time, my parents them did have a few shilling as people that are called. So I could have go back to them and say to them some different day. The man said $30 an hour and $20 for one musician, and each musician and waiver. For 5 man me I use it is $100 that. So I can get that at the time. So I make sure the finish good.
Yeah. So you know how to manage your money. So I find that in the days of the sound system, I think I love the clash of the sound system back then, and it was just fun, and to me it was like a musical movie.
Right.
You don't know who are gonna take up the mic, and you don't really know who are gonna done who. So it was really a celebration back then.
Sure.
And I feel like back then it was more about the music and enjoying the music and being grateful for the gifts that God has given us and the privilege that we can listen to the music back then. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like I feel like now the artists. Then there was a stage where the artists kind of stopped singing because they weren't getting paid, and they hear say such and such an artist get paid for do this, or such and such a DJ get paid for do that. And then right now, and that was maybe, I would say, late 80s, early 90s.
Right.
And now, a man not sing a peep unless him get a money first.
Because you see, alright, as you say, a man not sing unless he get a money. Alright, watch this. At the time when I entered the music business, there was a lot of artists who on top, just like how you see these ones are now.
Right.
Okay. But what we have to watch is the economy. And a lot of men who drop back are maybe, not being wealthy as the ones in now. The money, the economy wasn't big like now, Now you have all these internet things can push music and all them things. See? Then you have, in our time, it's only 2 radio stations in Jamaica, but better music make.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So, we have to look on it all type of way, because vice versa,
Right.
Because at that time, a man a sing on a sound system. Him now get $300. Because the economy and the rent have to pay, which the rent is $100. And then him could have used a taxi man go to him and give him $100. So all him up with is $100. I'll do a shoes in them time there, or a clock so can buy $25 barakat or D&D. Enough man like how me attack you, them are going to know what me attack about. You see me I say? So at the economy there, sometimes we can't watch what is going on, Yes, we need the money and we need, a better program to set now. But find it to go faster now it's going on.
Yeah.
So we have to just take with time, and at that time the music was better. We all enjoy it. You like it because you love when the DJ come in and it's just like I have to take a look at thing. I look on Instagram the other day and I say Josie Wheel, a DJ with Yellow Man and everything. It was nice. That's what you are trying to and it looked good. But things just change and it just different and the world open up now to everything. Music can't hide or nothing can't hide. So what we have to do is just take it terms by terms and just try different way I do.
Right. So alright. So in these times now coming up, I want to give you a chance to promote any music that you're making now. I know that you have a competition Fool featuring Dan Mafia.
Right, yes, we have that song.
And Love Me Girl featuring Josie Wills.
Right.
Alright, tell us about the songs then what you're promoting.
The song we're promoting right now, the competition Fool and Dan Mafia, it is also in the batch too. We have the Josie Will, which that one, Love Me Girl. We have the I Am the Dan rhythm with me and Anthony Johnson on it. And we have the Googler rhythm. Because enough people call it the Googler, the Giggler, whatever. But it's the Googler. Googler spelled Goggla.
Okay, Googler.
You get what I'm saying? So some people say Googler. You have to listen. It's sometimes, I don't say people can't pronounce it, But sometimes them pronounce it a different way. But as I spell. So we're promoting that one with all of the artists in Panic, Lye Lye, Israel, Pink Panther, The Miracle, Tenor Star, Singing Bee, Silver Wonder, I Am on Lye Lye, and much more to come. So that's the songs that I'm promoting, and it's on the Big Nail label. And all of them voice at the music house studio too. And they're on the internet, you can go on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all of them. So those are the music we are promoting right now. And next year we got some new ammunition.
Yeah. All right. Let's go back to the industry now. I'll go forward.
Okay.
I like a lot of youth coming up. I like the way Chronic's boss. When Chronic's boss, he kind of mellow out now, in my opinion. But when him boss, he boss with a fire. There's quite a few. I think Agent Sasko are going good, even though he's more little dancer. I think him are going good. I think there's some youths coming up now with some good singing. Do you think? I know that in the dancehall side now, I know that you can't really lyrics is lyrics, and you have to have the negative and the positive and the good and the bad. And you know you have to allow an artist to express themselves.
True.
However, do you think there's room for a platform to be created to guide the youth? Because it's not. I was talking to an artist the other day, and you know, it's not everything that you're talking in your bedroom, or everything where you're doing in your bedroom, or everything where you talk to your friend that must go on a record. But yes, the youth them is skillful. They're skillful, bad, and talented, bad, that they can use these conversations and build a rhythm. Is there room for the elders to guide the youth them where I come up to say, yeah man, you can do this, but you know must have to make a record like that?
Yeah, all right, first of all, as you say, you know, you see a lot of artists coming out. I like a lot of the young ones then, you know. There's a few times I listen to them song, and if I could have seen them, I could have showed them a little way how them for drift it. Because sometimes you go for one popularity.
Right.
Where maybe you just want the young popularity, or you just want your friend to see you, or you just want the one to see down the lane or whatever. But to really put it through, to make something from it and to guide yourself also with your lyrical contents. You know, you have to put a little drip where the older folks them have a little dribble too. You know what I mean? Because if you make a rhythm, you put a little spice in it, that means you have a little rumba, that means, you know, everybody mix up. So the thing get nice, so you sell a record. The next thing now, as you say, well, if you think the younger one them the one we want to deal with them. We can deal with them because all of the old artists them, we never turn on the young one. I love all of them. You know, no matter where the contents where them come with, because I can't change it, you know, and you can't change it, you know. Because as I said before to you, the music business is like the economy. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to find that changes come down the line all the while where the money have to go up and the money have to come down. Because there is someone come take a next man's space. I can't come with that style now and the next man come take it. But it just still depends on if they want our guidance, because we can guide them enough. There's no way we are running from that. We're going back to it. But them now have a structure where them want and how them want to deal with it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we are here. We don't turn them down. We're not turning down no young artists. Because I record a lot of them, and I like some of them figures. Some of them is very anxious, some of them is very, you know, maybe overheaded to what them want, and then, you know, it cause a conflict between you and them. And I don't like another conflict thing with no one in music, because I know it more than nearly 45, you know, going up, see? And you don't really want to go that side. But if a lot of them is out there and I see them, I help them. There's a lot of them I help, my girl. A lot of them.
Yeah, I hear that. You just call up a whole heap of name a while ago to know, say, there's a unity there as well.
Yeah, you know, we need that in the music business, and we need the younger ones to come together. It's just like the other day, I was sitting down talking to somebody, and they were saying to me that the English and the Jamaican artists, them who live up here, should start to, you know, together and start to, you know, boil up something, because it can do good, you know. There's no use of staying apart doing one set of selection or one set of things. I got one set of people out there listening music. You have all type. You have music. I can do a song in England and it don't sell here. It's selling Gambia. It's selling you know Nigeria. It's selling New Zealand. It's selling. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So music open up. As I said, you know, music open up. Yeah.
All right. So if they so younger, old, elder, younger. If there's a piece of advice you could have given to, like you said, like you can, the elder ones are there to give advice. It's whether or not you want to take it. If there was a piece of advice you could have given to one of the think about one of the artists, the young artists where you like right now, and you say you have like you said, if you see them, you could have tell them things. If you have the opportunity now, if you said, all right, I would have give them this advice. You don't have to call the name about who you would advise, but what advice would you give to them?
Well, all right. I could just get it not up now. Well, all right. First of all, I like an artist where I see him program. I hear him cry out the other day about something, but he shouldn't cry. Because what you achieve now, you have to give thanks, because you don't know if you're going to achieve it later. And I'd have said to that artist, just calm, because it is there for you. And you're young, and you're you're in a good groove right at this present time. So don't make nothing mislead you. Just keep on the same track where you do. And just work. Your lyrical contents them, just a little bit step up with them and kind of open them up that we can hear them and some melody. You get what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, give some nice chorus so we can. But I love him. I love his style. I just like him.
I think we know you talk still.
Yeah?
I think I know who you're talking.
Yeah, man, because I like you.
He have a nice vibe about him, man. He have a nice vibe about him.
Yeah, man, I like the vibe about him. I like watching TV.
Skillful,
you know? When Instagram and I go on a little quick level. Boy, it's very nice, you know.
All right, so all right. Thank you so much for your inspirational words of wisdom.
Thank you very much for having me too, you know.
You're welcome. There's the one question that I ask every guest. I believe, say, God give everybody a purpose, and everybody is put on this earth for a reason. And so, with you being an artist and giving a message, what is your message that you're sending to the world?
Very ticklish one, but I gotta say, it's good. I make all of us on this earth come together, no matter what color we may be. Because if you look around the world and the timing of what is happening now, we all should pray and give thanks to. Because we don't know if we've lived to sit down here, me and you on the phone, or you, I'm looking at you, whatever, and be talking. So we have to give thanks, and I like to tell the people of the world to just stay put. We're going through a crisis, perilous time now. So all we can do is just stay strong. You know, stay strong, and whatever we have and whatever we are going to achieve and whatever we work to achieve for, we just give thanks same way and don't cry. Because what we ever do, right. You know, we in a perilous time again. So I just ask God to just bless everyone and just keep themselves together.
All right. Well, like I say, thank you so much. Again, I repeat that Competition Fool featuring Dan Mafia, Love Me Girl featuring Josie Wells is out now. You also mentioned that you have a tune out with Anthony Johnson.
Yeah, man. I Am the Dan Rhythm.
And
also Universal Love, produced by Jamaica. I want to big up Jamaica too. He's the engineer at Mansion House Studio.
Right.
I want to big up Brown Man, Pep, Vince McBean, and also, you know, a few more. Singing Bee, Hold Tight, Tenor Star there. You know, all of the big goggle of them. And I want to give a big shout out to a brethren from New York, Florida, Clinton Lindsay. That is the man who make us sing Turning Point. So I know you know the song. I have to shout him out. You know, Rockwell, Hold Tight.
All right.
Yeah, man. Papa Gad, you're there. So I want you to big up yourself too also. And thank you for having me again.
Thank you again. And you have a wonderful evening, sir. God bless you. And I give thanks for your time.
All right, my darling. Take care of yourself.
Take
and
care,
safe travel.
All right. Bye.
All right, bless.
Yes, that was Bunny Lye Lye. Give thanks.